That is by far the greatest athlete who ever lived.
Jackie Joyner is out in front of the pack.
She's a beast. You can see the muscles popping out of her jersey. She probably had a 12-pack.
Tremendous performance.
What she did with her gift, how she ran, how she carried herself, how confident she was in herself. Oh, that was like my go-to. Posters of her in my room, her nails.
She was someone that I looked to when I was literally a kid, saying, that's a woman that I want to follow in her path.
Our sport is the most pure sport. Who's fast, who jumps farther, it's measured in centimeters.
Way out there.
Her name in essence, that's it. It sums up just what Black women are capable of, being beautiful, being powerful, just being so capable.
She, to me, really just breathed a lot of belief in myself. She looked like me, and she was doing something that was just, I aspired to do.
And she was the person that was on the Wheaties box. And she was a worldwide sensation. Jackie's definitely the greatest.
I started running track at the age of 9. I wasn't one of the best girls. My first competition, I finished last, but I said to myself, if I can improve 1/10 of a second if I'm running, or 1/2 an inch if I'm jumping, that meant the work that I was doing was paying off. When I decided to go to UCLA, I went there with a mindset that I am one of many All-Staters and All-Americans.
She arrived to campus here, not only track and field, also played basketball, also played volleyball.
She's been able to do all three and do them at a very high level of excellence.
I just wanted to be, one of the best. And then all of a sudden, you start, getting little letters here, you're getting medals here or ribbons here. When I hear Title IX and what it means to me is it gave me an opportunity, open doors that I didn't even know existed, put me in a position of being able to pick my school of choice, being able to go to college, and then pursue a dream that I didn't even know if it could become a reality.
It's hard to measure, is LeBron or Michael Jordan or Kobe, who's the best? There's different factors that go into a game. For Jackie to be measured with centimeters, 100ths of a second, we know that Jackie's the greatest because of what she accomplished.
Joyner-Kersee won 6 medals across 4 Olympic appearances.
And they are off.
She is the first woman in history to amass 7,000 points in the heptathlon. And her 7,291 points remain a world record to this day.
Jackie, you did what you set out to do. Congratulations. Does it feel as good as you thought it would?
Yes, it even hurts too.
When I lost my mother unexpectedly, I traveled back home. I went to a community center where people had poured into me, and little did I know that that center was closed. So I started thinking about, where do the young people go?
One of the greatest collegiate athletes to ever lace them up, Jackie Joyner-Kersee, was on hand last month at the NCAA Division II Outdoor Track and Field Championships in hopes of imparting an important message to a number of local kids.
There's one thing in sports that's called sportsmanship. It's called being nice and kind to one another. You all can be winners, but it doesn't hurt for you to cheer one another on. We broke ground on the Jackie Joyner-Kersee Center in East St. Louis. They go through my Winning in Life curriculum around social and emotional responsibility in hopes of them becoming, great people.
I thought that was the most impactful thing that I got from her, was just all this is great, and having all this attached to your name and being who you are, that's huge, but what you can do and who you can impact with that is just so much more powerful. She knew what track did for her and even basketball did for her, so to be able to turn around and provide those same resources, she's just so much more than an athlete.
I'm not trying to tell you to be an Olympic athlete, but I'm also not telling you not to dare to dream.
Having that presence coming from UCLA into the world stage like that, it made certainly track and field relevant, but also women's sports relevant. Women's sports is in a lot better place because Jackie was able to, pave that way.
She played a huge part in leveling the playing field.
You can make it happen, but you gotta work hard.
I can't emphasize enough how much you hear men acknowledging how great she is. especially for the time that she was competing. Men dominated sports. And so I think when you think about Title IX, like, you can't not think about her and just think about the impact she had on the sports realm.
Are you thinking world records when you run on that runway?
No, not exactly.
As we celebrate the 50th year anniversary, it's just amazing to see where we are today and still how far we need to continue to go.